All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back again. So we're going to call this a Lost episode. I'm going to explain what I did here. Basically, it got late last night, and I decided to go to bed. Decided to get up this morning with like, hey, I'm a little groggy, but I'm going to jump on real quick. I'm going to bang out an episode, and then we'll go make some breakfast and get some coffee in me. Still haven't got that coffee, and I don't know what the heck's wrong with me. Now it's like 1 p.m., but last night was rough. It's just rough. I just couldn't get sleep. And happens occasionally, probably because I was doing this and didn't get it done, and it was in my head, and I couldn't get it out. But we did a thing. We did this. Now I'm going to pull up the sketch. Basically, we drew this all up sketch-wise, created a plane off the tip there of the blade, and then these are all recessed by very small amounts. How we do this, if you want to watch, the Penny episode shows it. But basically, it's a split body command selected on these. They cut through, yada yada yada, and then using the Q command, we're just recessing these in a little bit to get these finer details into a part like this. So we'll turn this garbage off. Then we went ahead and made these little offshoots, and they come all the way up here. And the reason I canceled the other episode is it was 40 minutes long. I was rambling like a dude who just woke up with like 3 hours of sleep and had no coffee, and it was just like, cranky. But part of the problem was, when we finished it, I wanted this line to go all the way to the tip. That's impossible, because it's just not going to work. So we backed it off a little bit. Now we've got it rounded like you would see with a fuller, it's going to get the job accomplished, and, well, frankly, animate cheats, because those jokers just drew a line. They drew a line from here to here. They also didn't draw this correctly. We look here, there's a hard line all the way across this. Oh, where's the other one at? I got another one in here somewhere. This one. This one shows that tip is actually recessed. And that would explain the part. So instead of trying to make that, this is actually a lot easier than doing that other thing. So what we're going to do is make it look like this, and that should be highly accurate. So how we're going to do that? Modify split body. We want this body. We're going to slide all the way up in here. Oh, hang on. One small error. Modify, not the push-pull. Give me a combine. We want this guy. And this is where things are going to get weird. Hopefully this just works. This is where I ran into problems last time. It glitched on me. And it glitched because I selected this piece right here, and it didn't like it. Now it should like it a little bit better, because A, I didn't recess it as much, and B, it ended weird at the end, so it just, I don't know. It caused Fusion some computational errors. So, split body, back to here. Those are all now one unit. As you can see, they have become blue now that we've selected on them. And we're going to split right along this plane, so I'm going to select this with extend the tool. That'll cut right there. Oh, here we go. Fusion's thinking about it, and it didn't like it. Well, that's okay. Because looky. Well, where'd I put it? I got one in here somewhere. Maybe I backed it out. Is it this one? Nope. Is it this one? Negative Ghost Rider. Construction plane. This one. Nope. Alright, well, we'll go ahead and rebuild that. I must have, backed out of it. Alright. That'll work. Now we'll use this as the cut plane. Split body this guy with this tool. Boom. Okay, now let's get rid of that thing. Don't need it anymore. We want this body. We want to scale it. We want to do a non-uniform scale. And we want the point to be dead center in the middle. And it really doesn't matter. It just needs to be in the center of this. And then we're going to take right here and give it a good shrink. I don't want this to get too small because it'll be hard to print. But we do want a definite edge. Let's go with 0.75 in the z-axis. And that's basically a percentage. And so as you can see, we've now got that line. Everything looks good, looks lined up. And I believe, ladies and gentlemen, that is the top all done. So now we're going to try and do the bottom real quick. And this is where I'm going to have to kind of jazz some stuff because we have no information on it. We have this. It's about as best as we can get. And we have a problem that this is going to come down through and make a hole. So let's go here. In theory, this should be our PVC pipe. So I'm just going to take this and drop it a bunch. We figured this would be about 9 feet long, but I'm just going to go down a bunch. So, this body, I'm going to create a component. We will call it, where did he go? Where did he go? There he is. Rename this to PVC pipe. All right, now I think we're just going to have this PVC pipe go all the way into the other part. So we need to draw a circle here. Let's go. All right. It's saying that's about 160. What do we have here? It's a little bit bigger than that. So yeah, we'll go to about 160 millimeters diameter right there. See how that works. So we want to sketch on this plane. I'm going to create a circle, but we're going to use a different tool for that. We want a 2-point circle, maybe will work. Okay, that's our outer diameter. We're going to go ahead and pull this into it when we're done here. Back to our tool. It's this inner circle is about 50, so it's about as big as whatever we made these, which I think were 50. Correct. Inspect this joker. He is radius diameter of 50. Alrighty. So back down here. Instead of offsetting this because we know what the inside's going to be, we're just going to go ahead and set it to 50. That doesn't look right at all. I like that. That looks good. I don't know how to do this. We want to build a torus down here. And so maybe we didn't need to do all this work. I've never used this tool before, so we'll see what happens. So position on center, position to the inside. And then the torus diameter, go ahead and increase that to 45. Creating a new body. Let's make sure it's big enough to take think 45 is what we made this. Let's inspect. This is 35. Let's try something real quick here. Yeah, so hang on. Let's go back into that tool. Where are we at here? Let's make this 40. Okay, now we'll extend this into it. See, I don't know if I want to make it that much smaller. Let's look at some screenshots we got here. It appears to go all the way in. So then this pipe would be bigger. But I think we're going to go ahead and leave it where it's at, where this is a little bit bigger. And then during the paint job, we'll just figure that out. So back over here. Where is that body? Body number 3. I want this to go in as far as possible. Then body number 3, we will combine this one with this one, doing a cut operation, keeping the tool. Ah, there we got a problem. All right. Turn this off. See, the issue we're having here is that this has to fit onto this, because this is going to be the weak point. This is going to snap very easily, so we're going to have to figure some stuff out here. Let's go ahead and bring up the appearance menu. I'll just use a silver on that. And then I need to find a green paint for this one. Okay. And that lets us know that I don't like everything being the same color. That's why I do this. It's just hard to tell where that part, if that part's extruding from that or not, without cutting it and then seeing it, you know, like we did before. So this body, target of that, cut, boom. Now we need to put them striations in here, and arguably they could be painted on, but what we're gonna do is a new sketch. Actually, let's just go back into this one. In our screenshot, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 total segments. So that's basically half of 45, so that's 22.5. Now we can circular this guy around this point. We'll make 16 of them. Oh, that's not what I want to do, is it? I don't want to do this. So I need to make 16 of these. Let me... I don't want those. I think we're going to do what we did up at the top earlier. So let's make it 2 degrees. Nope. 2 degrees, lock that in, go to the edge. Now we'll take this, extend the pattern. We want this object and this object from this center point times 16. Alrighty, now we're going to turn our body back on. Where'd he go? Body, 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 body. Hey, buddy, where'd you go? Oh, never mind. Had to complete the sketch because it was technically in the past. So, split body, and now we're going to do this laborious task. This is one of the things that irritates me about this tool is that we're going to do this. Ooh, hang on. We might only have to do it half as much. Where's that sketch at? So this body, oh, that's gonna get annoying. Cause now it's only the first one that gets doubled. Okay, cause I can't select both these without putting them back together. And oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe we're good. Oh, that'll work. I thought I could only select one body with that. Let's see if I can't select multiple. You can't really do multiple. Maybe I can. No, what it did was created. Yeah, no. All right, round the merry-go-round we go. Doo-dah. And as I say quite a bit, there may be an easier way to do this. I don't know right offhand, but this is the best and fastest way I know how to do it right now. And if you've been playing along at home, you'll know that what we're going to do here is shrink these guys to create that ribbing effect. And then union the whole kit and caboodle back together, and that should work. At least that's the plan. That's what we're going for. We'll see what happens. And luckily, we have found a way to do this without having to do each one. So we're only going to have to do half of them. This body to this body. That tool. And I believe we got one. Well, technically 2 more. One of the other things that I don't know if you can do in Fusion that drives me nuts constantly is, right now I want to hit like tab or something to change this splitting tool. But I've started to realize that Fusion, for all of its glory, is designed for jokers who have those really expensive mice, and I don't have a 3D mouse. I'd love one, but boy, oh, those are expensive. So now we've got a bajillion bodies over here. Let's take all of these. Well, let's just open the tool. Actually, hang on. Let's try Q. Ah, that'll work even better. So we should be able to just run right around here. Do. Oh, we're missing one. Hold up. Modify. split body, this guy, this tool. Then we want to, whatever. We'll union it all together later, and I'm not going to do this one. So, what are we doing? Q. Selecting all the things. But I have heard from those who have done it, getting the 3D mice is quite cool, but once you do it, it's quite an adjustment. Like, you really gotta kind of modify how you do stuff, because it's hard to it's hard to keep track of it, or it's a different design method. I want to join. Can I just go? Do not keep tools. Ta-da! Alright, now we're going to do the tip. How are we going to do this? Let's turn this body off. Where's he at? Body number 3. I'm going to build a... Not an inspection. I hit the wrong button there. Construction plane from here. Bring it down. If I'd been keeping track of numbers, I'd know exactly how far this needs to go down, but I haven't. So, let's go actually in a bit. Go from there. Turn body number 3 back on. Sketch. And we'll look at the top view. Look back at our part. So it's kind of we're making a loft basically, just like we did up the top. In fact, because we have that, do I want to do that? Do I? I think the answer is no. I do ever need a circle right here. And then before we do that, I want to make it as big as this one. Let me do a little bit of inspecting here. Distance on the Y. So it's about 100 millimeters or 90. We'll make it 90. So I got to do another construction plane. Actually, can I do a point at vertice? There, no. I want a point through turn hinges, a point through lines. Let's go down 90. Then create a sketch. And that just leaves a point there, so that's good. Now we want a loft command from this circle to this point. And we want a new body. Okay, so that's not deep enough. Where's our construction plane? Let's go back to when we created the first construction plane, and we'll pull it back into the part. That'll work. Then when we create the second plane, we'll increase this to 110. One more move. Okie doke. I think that'll work. So then, how do I want to do this? I think I want to cut. All right, combine this body with this body cut them, keep the tool, boom. Okay, now we can take this out, make sure that it looks like that'll fit in there, and it won't. Worry about that later. Not Z, I want A, because I want to make this all nice and shiny. And shiny gold. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're going to call this done. This is about it for an episode. We're going to do one more probably in this series because I like to cut everything up, show you how we do that. But for right now, we're going to call it right here. But we've got the tip done, and it looks all snazzy with its fine detail. We got this piece here, and everything's all ready to be cut up and printed. We got to figure out all of that stuff. We got our base there. We got our big shaft that we're not going to actually print. We've got... turn that sketch off. We got this guy right here, and he looks pretty cool. As far as the tip goes, I don't know how functional it'll be. You probably can't lay it on that, but because it's so big, you may be able to lay it on its side and actually have it rest sort of between the tip and here for posing and stuff. That's complicated. We don't have to worry about that right now, but there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for hanging out. Thank you all for sitting through this. Sorry about cutting out that part of that episode, but some of the stuff that's just laborious like that, and I get partway through an episode and I'm just frustrated. And basically, I don't want to redo all the work, but I do want to show you kind of how we do stuff. And so that is it, ladies and gentlemen. And we'll see you in the next episode for when we cut this up and get it ready for 3D printing. So thank you all for hanging out. Like I said, let us know in the comments if you are interested in seeing us do a specific project, and just let us know what you're thinking. Let us know if we can improve anything. And like I said, these files should be available on the website shortly after this series goes up. Thank you all very much.